Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf. Today, we're going to be benchmarking Overwatch with the GTX 1050 Ti, specifically in different scenarios, including a 1440p monitor and even a 144Hz monitor. Let's get into it. Before running the benchmarks, I wanted to let you guys know about my Overwatch without a graphics card video because the results may surprise you on that one. Also, my testing rig for the day is my personal rig, which is running an i7 4790K, not overclocked, 16GB of DDR3 RAM, and an MSI Gaming 5 motherboard. The exact GTX 1050 Ti I'm using is the 4GB PMY version. I also want to let you know about my full review of that card, which includes benchmarks to many other popular games. With all that out of the way, let's run some numbers. The footage that you're about to see is exactly when I tested it with Fraps during an online game, so you can pretty much expect these exact results when you play online. I also set the render scale percentage to 100% for all these tests. If you leave it on automatic, then you get varying results and you might think you're running at Epic, for example, but running Epic settings with a render scale of 50% doesn't look that great. The first test I ran was for those of you that have a 144Hz 1080p monitor because that's a pretty popular competitive setup. At 1080p with medium settings, I was averaging 135 frames per second. This is the footage that you're seeing now, although with my render settings, it's only showing 30 FPS on YouTube. You can definitely get your money's worth out of a 144Hz monitor with this graphics card on Overwatch. The next test I ran is for those of you with a 1080p monitor at 60Hz, which is by far the most popular setup right now. At 1080p on Epic, I was getting an average 64 frames per second. This is about as beautiful as it gets for 1080p, and as you can see, the 1050 Ti does not disappoint. Finally, the last test I ran is for those of you in the 1440p game. In 1440p with high settings, I was averaging 67 FPS. In my opinion, this is clearly the sweet spot for Overwatch with the GTX 1050 Ti. In 1440p, the graphics look so much better, and you're still playing at a silky smooth frames per second. Well, that wraps up my Overwatch on a GTX 1050 Ti benchmark. Make sure you guys let me know if you want to see this exact setup but with a different game. I would love to hear what you guys want to see. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel. And as always, thank you for watching. And please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.